welcome back everyone. A new episode from On Down the Road Productions. I'm Terry here. This episode we're touching upon recent developments at Stellantis. Let's get into it. I'll share some background with you. So the big news right now is that Stellantis is no longer in the big three. It is now considered a foreign-owned European company. The big three right now are now Ford, GM, and Tesla. That's it. The old Chrysler is gone. And that really got to me. You guys know I cover a lot of Toyota stuff. We did a review on a 2024 Grand Cherokee out in Arizona. And believe it or not, on that video, YouTube said there was an issue with the title for the video. I couldn't believe it. So that video only got like 1,500 views. If you guys could hit that video up and get it above 1,500, I'd appreciate it. But that Grand Cherokee is a perfect example of what went wrong at Chrysler. The union pushed for super high salaries. They were not paying attention to quality of the vehicles they built. Neither was management. The 2024 Grand Cherokee is a great example of a mid-sized SUV, extremely overpriced, with a Fiat V6 that does not have the reliability of a Toyota V6. A lot of quality issues. Just right off the bat, we went to adjust the steering wheel column and it went boing. And I put that right in the front of that video. I've got behind me two Jeep Renegades, one with the 392 Hemi. And before Carlos Traveris traveled from France to Auburn Hills, Michigan, I'm very familiar with Auburn Hills. I went to Oakland University. I even did a paper on Chrysler during my undergraduate degree. This Traveris, who runs all of Stellantis, made many bad judgment calls. He killed their cash cow, the Challenger and Charger, and he also killed the V8. And prior to traveling, he announced that the Hemi engine is back for 2025, at least in Jeep products. And I think this was done to give Stellantis employees a glimmer of hope. It's a very mean political ploy, because when he arrived in Auburn Hills the other day, he said that he was eliminating 30% of costs, which really means eliminating more workers at Stellantis. Now, some of these workers that didn't care about their jobs in the assembly plants, there are some of these workers that were just on a gravy train ride with a nice professional job. I don't worry about those people, but people that really depended on that income from Stellantis to provide for their families. This is a punch in the gut, because Traveris admitted that he was wrong to do what he did. He admitted he had been arrogant. And the guy I saw on TV talking about all these cost-cutting moves was an arrogant SOB. I don't care what people think of me. Again, I'll go back to the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee review I did. It's not built very well. It just isn't. You know, if you want to shoot me for saying that, all you Jeep lovers out there, here's what I hate hearing about Jeep V6 product. When they go by, they sound tinty and rattly, all of them. It's terrible what's happened to a once-storied nameplate called Chrysler, started by the Dodge brothers. So, you know, I mentioned I'd done this big paper 2 or 3 times over the years. I came close to getting work at Chrysler. Kind of glad I didn't, because, you know, I've just heard it's not the greatest place to work. A lot of things are in play here. One, the UAW driving up salaries or wages too high for plant workers gave them the excuse to do this. I think it was one of the major triggers. I just want to show you guys very quickly how you throw away the bathwater. Here's a TA 392. Who can afford it? Here's another TA 392 in plum crazy purple. Oh, look at this. Here's a Hellcat, and we'll just have fun and look at this price tag. Total price $79,559. Let me tell you, there's probably a $40,000 to $50,000 dealer add-on to this list price anyway. I could buy this car. At that price, I could buy this car if they wanted to work with me. It's scary. Here's another Hellcat, unsold. Okay, and this one's a Charger Hellcat. And here's another Charger Hellcat. Oh my gosh. Here's a Hellcat Durango. This would be the one I'd really want, because it's so rare. All these are collector's items. This one here is $111,385. What the hell, people? They're all sitting here unsellable. And here we've got the hot Ram with the supercharged 6.2 liter motor. It's not sold either. No one can afford this stuff. For me, the destruction of Chrysler started with Lee Iacocca picking Bob Eaton from General Motors instead of Robert Lutz to run the company. If Robert Lutz had gotten the job he deserved, I don't think we'd be in this situation right now. All Bob Eaton did was sell it to the Germans and pocket millions of dollars and then leave. They gave him a permanent office at that headquarters building that will now be sold and shut down. If you guys wanted a Manchurian candidate, you hire a low-level VP like Bob Eaton was from GM to come take over your company. I don't know why Lee Iacocca did not like the very highly respected Bob Lutz, former BMW engineer. That guy knew cars. Okay, if you ever wanted a Manchurian candidate, you hire somebody from GM to run your company when you step down. So Bob Eaton only saw dollar signs with this job, and he's living like a king while Chrysler is no longer considered an American company. Like I said, the big three are now Ford, GM, and Tesla. And what a cautionary tale this all is, because when this guy Travers guts and sells off parts of Chrysler for money for the French side, European side of business, there won't be nothing left. It's even a bad day for Ram with the announcement that they're bringing back the V8, not canceling it in 2024. Does that mean there will still be Ram V8 pickup trucks offered? I think so, because, you know, with my powertrain experience from General Motors, they had to make so many engines to keep the line open. That's a miracle, because, you know, contractors, guys that use their trucks for a living, they need V8s. They do not need turbocharged small displacement crap motors to make money. You know, at least around here in America, you know, people are very stubborn when it comes to their trucks, whether they're GM, Chevy, Ford, or Chrysler. All that's going to be left that any potential buyer would want would be the Jeep brand, that's hurting right now with too many overpriced products and not the volume to support these products sitting on the lot for the prices they're sitting at. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Listen to the motor, everybody, on a new Jeep. Sounds like shit. Here's a Hornet in Cavalry Blue, my favorite color of all time. They nicked it from Toyota. They got the little stinger on it. This is nothing more than a rebadged Italian travesty, and I doubt something like this would last more than 4 years. Like I said, I want to wrap up this episode. Very sad day that Stellantis / Chrysler is no longer considered an American company. Many people and plants will be hit by this cost cutting. They said 30% cost cutting. This Travers even flew in plant managers from Europe to go to these plants and determine who should be let go, etc., etc. So I obviously already know that quality control is bad on the Grand Cherokee and other Chrysler products. And the engineering's been bad too. They're going to offshore the engineering to countries like Turkey. It's only going downhill from here. Chrysler's over completely. I can't believe it. I have to be honest, I'm in shock about all this. So guys, thank you for watching this episode. Thank you for sharing this video and liking it. That would mean a lot to us. This whole deal with my Cherokee review, with YouTube reaching out to me twice saying there's an issue with the title of the video, please watch that. That'll help us out, and share it. You know, that video was me giving you my straight, honest opinion. I also want to give some props to Untamed Motors. He did a great fanboy video, and he's done a great job with Toyota products and some things going on with Toyotas right now that are really bad for Toyota. Just want to give Untamed Motors some big props. Go there and subscribe to Untamed Motors if you get the chance. He's a hardworking guy, and he doesn't BS people for clicks like us, ironically. So guys, do the best you can. I think the next year or two are going to be very rough for our country with jobs and mass layoffs and, you know, this high inflation. Things have got to change right now so people can start affording to live again and get some of the American dream back. All right, guys, we'll see you next episode. We think of you. We're on your side. We appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for watching.